What's up, guys? Rob from the Japanese Gaming here, bringing you another episode of LA Noire. And in this episode, we're taking on the last case of advice called Manifest Destiny. So we'll see what this case has to offer. I'm sure it will involve drugs. I'm sure it will involve stupid people. And hopefully it doesn't involve too much nonsense, otherwise I might have to say words like darn and frick and heck, and we all know that I don't want to be saying those kinds of words, so we'll end up seeing what happens here.
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111 Club, 6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide beef.
Two of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep
Oh, boy.
yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
Oh boy. The big sleep, huh? Big Shleep. My man is big dead, as the kids would say.
We can't seem to put this morphine to sleep. A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
The thing was, he was a real nice guy. I felt lousy tolerating him.
What? Alright, anyway, so looks like we didn't quite deal with the Army surplus morphine issue, and we're gonna have to go get some more of that nonsense off the streets.
Could I borrow some of that?
Is my partner coming? Come on, Earl. Jeez.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Puritanical, huh? That's quite a word, my friend.
Take the next right.
Oh, this one? Yeah, our boss, or the head of our desk, I guess, seems to be kind of a bit douchey.
Take the next left.
Oh, expert driving there.
You're gonna go right up
All right, looks
ahead.
like we're here at the case. Oh boy. Seems to be some fellow policemen here already. Shucks. Let's see what ends up being the case here. I really don't know what to say about this. I mean, technically, I guess this would be an advice case, but I mean, if people got murdered, wouldn't that also make it a homicide case? I mean, I don't know. Let's see. We'll see what we see. Hopefully, it's not too bad up in here.
Homicide guys are already inside. Bukowski. Phelps. Back again.
How you doing, buddy?
We're here about the morphine. Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick. 26. former
Oh,
Marine.
what's left of him,
I know
huh?
Eddie McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit. I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club. Who are the other Vics? Two musicians, Biddleston and Bo. And get this, they used to be in a four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no piece.
Really,
Mind
Earl?
if we take a look around?
That
Be my
shit-eating
guest.
grin of yours.
You might want a word with the hostess too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Holy crap. Oh my god, Jesus.
Must have pumped a dozen rounds into him. Certainly sends a message.
Yeah.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can try again.
Find anything interesting?
Well, I'm not gonna go talk to her until we look at all the evidence, because sometimes that'll unlock more questions, and I don't want to go in underprepared here. So let's just see if we can find all the pieces of evidence first. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be helpful, Phelps. It's just a cigarette. Oh, thanks for taking a picture of me holding a cigarette. Holy crap, this place is trashed. I mean, I guess people did get murdered here, but, you know. They could have at least cleaned up before the cops came, you know? Would have been nice of them. Really, Phelps? More empty bottles and cigarettes? Ah, yes. They used to smoke in here. Very interesting.
Well maintained. Custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
A nice purple interior, huh? I don't think so. Just a trumpet.
What's that click?
Yeah, what is that noise? It's like a mechanical case or something? Oh, hello.
Neat trick. Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
Oh, some heroin, I think.
We should follow up on the musician angle.
Unless they were cooking the morphine.
He kept his stash
Yeah, the
close at
morphine,
hand.
not heroin. Alright. So that's interesting. Oh my god. Blood everywhere. Well, not blood, but bullet holes at least. Holy crap. Alright. Buddy is definitely dead. Of that, there is no doubt. Nothing on his wrist or anything. I'm sure there'll be stuff in his coat pockets, but let's just check his hands first. Yeah, nothing there. Okay. Just check his coat pockets. See if there's like ID or anything. Oh yeah, it's morphine on him.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Sterile needle. Poison. You have like a wallet or something, bud? No? No. At least Phelps was nice enough to step over the man's body.
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Well, I mean, they are a business. Guns, huh? What is it? A Browning?
These look brand new. Never fired. They haven't been degreased yet. We could check on the serial numbers.
This guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
Yeah.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them?
Alright, let's go talk to this lady.
Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was...
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111 Club, Detective.
Or what's left of it.
Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
It was your day off, so why are you here? That doesn't make any sense. But we don't have any evidence like a schedule or anything, so we'll just hit her with the doubt.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
So you had to borrow money.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
I mean, that's consistent with what our partner told us.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, ma'am.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Well, that's nice to know, I guess.
Army surplus morphine, Army surplus weapons, Army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly was lifted from that ship.
What do you want to bet that it's morphine and drugs? Well, did I say morphine and drugs? Morphine and guns.
Is that true?
You could go to the blue room. Yeah, let's go to the blue room before we end up going to the police station.
How well did you know the owner?
Goldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life,
Oh!
getting mixed up in the wrong crowd.
They just ran after him just to
bought a
shove
nightclub.
him.
I'd say he got mixed up in the right crowds.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
You don't come into that kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
Oh, the 111 club, or the blue bar is right over here. Or whatever. The blue room. The blue bar? The blue oyster bar? No, not the blue oyster bar, thank God. Thank God we're not going there. That would be a whole other kind of police case. Hello, friends.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lickman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point.
Alright, Earl. Jesus.
What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries understood Führer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy,
Whoa,
How about you
what
get a
is
drink
his problem?
while I see to this.
What is his deal?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, head officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
Really? She said she can't help us? I somehow really doubt that.
You can do this the easy way with me, or I can call my partner back over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute.
White man supplies, black man buys.
Well,
My partner
I guess
mentioned a
that's
couple of names.
something.
You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Again, I highly doubt that. She's not even looking at me right now.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
Who's standing behind me?
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does
He
that
sucked.
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer.
Oh, do ya now?
Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words.
I don't need to justify myself to you.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cullen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
What is that supposed to mean? Are we gonna tail another taxi? I really hope we're not doing another tailing mission. Ugh. God. Why do we do these things? Whoa, getting a little too aggressive there, Phelps. Why do you make me do these things, game? You just ran a red light. Not citizen's arrest. I always keep saying citizen's arrest. I'm actually a cop. Regular arrest. Oh, she's trying to make a left, I guess. Yeah. Sorry. I can't turn on my horn, but, you know, police matters. Cola King. Man, I could go for some soda right now. Oh, a nice ice cold Coca-Cola. Boy, that would hit the spot.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
I can't move in there. Stopped, Phelps. No, that wasn't as bad as previous tailing missions, if this is the end of it. Why'd she run like that? Oh, please don't tell me I have to tail her through a building. I really don't want to. What are you doing, Phelps? That is a snazzy tie my dude is wearing. What? Why though? What? Huh? What? I don't... Did I just cheat on my wife? Why? I don't understand. She like called out my what's it called? My conviction. Called out my reasoning. And then I go and I sleep with her? I'm confused.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3. If you'll follow me.
This guy's got a snazzy green shirt.
All these grits?
I do call those grits.
LAPD, we have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Eager Beaver
Eager
along.
Beaver.
Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps. Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some
I'll just
questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Jerking my gherkin right now if that's what you really want.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Yeah, you really think I'm gonna believe that? Again, we don't have anything that directly links him to Lenny, so we'll just hit him with a doubt.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. A simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
I mean, I don't think I'm getting any answers out of you at all.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, nice smile at the end of that sentence there, buddy. Again, I don't believe a word this guy says, but we don't really have anything that links him to the murder, so we'll just hit him with a doubt. His eyes are going crazy right now.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
That literally...
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. We have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
That, I mean, sure, we got that little cutscene that tells us we know that they're involved, but Phelps and Roy got literally nothing out of that engagement. I'm still confused about why Phelps went to her apartment, but I mean, I guess he felt the need to. I don't know, man. Phelps, you done goofed on that one, kiddo. What's this all about?
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using
Yeah, that's still true
So
today.
where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
That prostitution point still true today.
Aren't you supposed to be working,
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
That's gonna have to wait till next time, though. This episode's getting a little bit long, so next time we will go pay a visit to the boys working the theft of all the morphine. Join us then, won't you?